we started with object-oriented programming here. And what we saw, mainly it is dependent on two things. First one is your class, second one is your object. We also discussed mainly four types of classes are there: usual, ABAP, exception, persistence, and unit test class. And then there is your local class. Local class are defined within the scope of a ABAP program or function module, and they can be used inside the same program or same function module only, right? This is the syntax. Then we also saw the properties of a class, which is called attribute. And attributes are nothing but like a variable where you can simply store some values, right? And if we see here, mainly three types of attribute. Instance attribute is there, static attribute is there, constant attribute is there, right? This is the thing we saw. And let's open it. And let's continue some more practical parts. All of you have ABAP on HANA servers, or should we provide from our side?
It should be provided from your side, sir.
Okay, great. We'll be sharing that. Okay. So that part, this is our class attribute. Then there is something called visibility here, right? And we can see three layers of visibility is there: public, protected, and private. Also, if we see here, if we am going to source code, there also I can see inside the public section, this attribute has been defined, and this is an instance attribute. There is something called protected also and private also, right? So from here, we are going to continue visibility of a thing. What does visibility means? Visibility of a attribute or method. So what we can see here, we have mainly three levels of visibility. There is your public one, protected, and private. Can anyone define what does these three things means?
Public can be accessed within the class, outside the class, and in the
And
subclass.
okay, so you're saying public properties can be accessed within the same class, outside of the class and inside the subclass also. Correct? What can you give elaboration on that? Any example? Any possible example? Can I simply say here a public park? This is accessible for everyone, right? In a society, there is a public park which is accessible for everyone, right? A public park accessible for everyone. It will be accessible for me, my child, and others also. There you have protected properties. So a type of property, a property which is accessible within the same class or in the child class, but not outside of the class. But not outside of the class. For example, you can say, suppose I bought a piece of land, just understand it. Example, a piece of land, I bought it and I am using it for business. So if I am a parent class here, if I am the parent one, I am able to access this. Then what I did, I transferred it So my child, or I can say my child can also access this. So my child is also accessing this land and using it for its own purpose. However, just answer my question. Can anyone who is not related to me will be able to access this land?
No,
Definitely not. This is a protected thing. So only my family members will be able to access it. So that will be accessible within the same class or within the child class only. Something which we want, something which we want to be accessed from the same class only. Same class only. Lots of things are private to every individual. This cannot be accessed outside of the class, neither inside the child classes also. So three levels of protection is there, three levels of visibility of anything. So by chance, if you are making it, if you change this attribute as, just see this, right now it's public in nature. If I turn it into protected, now you can't access it outside the program. Can't access it outside the program. Right now, if it is protected, if I'm going for ABAP program here, and if we see this test ABAP program, if I'm opening, the same problem will happen now. If I try to check and execute, field GA value is unknown. Same thing. You see here, protected here. So if it is a protected property, we can't access it, correct? This is outside of the class. Neither it is not inside the child class. Yeah, right? Getting my point. This will be applied to, this is a property of the class. It will be applied to attribute section also, method also. This is the visibility of these things that we are defining here. Visibility. Okay. Then let's start with the methods where we will be writing our logics. Methods. Very interesting in nature. This is a method, logical part where you will be writing your logic here. So a method consists of reusable piece of code where we can write some logic, and this logic will behave. This is a method, so it is a behavior. It will behave based on the input given. Based on the input given. A class always has properties and behavior. Behaviors are your method. Every individual has a behavior. So just take an example. Suppose somebody is coming to you and simply shouting on you. So someone will simply reply politely, or maybe if there is any other person, he will get angry on that part, right? So a method consists of reusable piece of code which can, where we can write some logic, and this logic will behave based on the input given. Based on the input given. So we can simply define any sort of method. Suppose I want to display sales order data, or let's say material master data. I'm looking for displaying here material master data. So a method, any name we can pass here, display material master. Yeah. If you want this should be a instance or static, based on the requirement you can choose. Let's say I'm making it an instance method. There is your visibility. So now you can define whether you want to be available outside the classes also, or only inside the child class, or only to the same class. So I will be making it public. Yeah. And I will give a short description here. Display material master data. Master data. It is similar to your function module that you see here. You can pass here parameters. And if you check parameter section here, there is your type. And if you will check this type, you will see here importing tab, exporting tab, changing tab, and returning tab. 4 types are there. Importing tab will be used to import something. So something you are sending from the program or from anywhere else to this particular method, that is your importing tab. Exporting means you are simply sending from here to outside of the class. That is, you are sending to the program itself. That program will be receiving. There is your changing tab. So changing tab mainly works for both import and export. You can either send the data or you can simply receive the data using the same. We can write here, every method will always has 4 types: importing, exporting, changing, and returning. This is used to take input. Yes. This is used to send output. Send the output. We have a changing tab. So this can be used to for both importing and exporting, both of them. This is my changing tab, which can be used for both the importing and exporting part. And then there is your returning. So there can only be at max one returning parameter. Returning parameter. If you are returning anything, you are simply returning anything. So return parameter is always the last of the code. You can simply say here, returning part is always the last of the code. After that, nothing can be executed. Can be executed. Nothing can be executed here. So there can only be at max one returning parameter. You can have any number of importing, exporting, or changing parameters, but returning can only be one. So here we have got our display material master data, which I want to display. So I will take one input. Suppose I am taking one requirement. I want to display the data in form of a parameter. So I am taking one here requirement. Let's see this. One requirement we are taking. Create a method or an instance method which takes input for material number and displays the data from Mara and MAKT table. Yes, Mara and MAKT table based on the parameter value. Suppose this is one requirement and we are required to create one method here. How we will do this? We will start with the step. We will first go for the parameter and here I am taking input. So I am naming it suppose or input Matner. Matner is my primary key of Mara table, correct? Of my Mara table, Matner is my primary key here. Yeah, Matner is my primary key here. So I will make it importing. What will be the associated type here, guys? What is going to be the associated type in this situation? The data element, correct?
Yes.
Right? Because this is expecting something in form of a parameter value. So I will be passing here data element. Now I am will be returning a internal table here, which will consist of all these things. So suppose I am giving this name LT table or IT table. This will be exporting or changing any parameter, you can name it. Now what will be the associated type for this one? Tell me, what is going to be the associated type in this situation? Will it consist of all the with fields of both these tables? Will it consist of columns of both these tables? This is my requirement, na? Display the data from both Mara and MKT, correct? So if I am returning it, what will be the associated type here? Tell me. Hmm? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I am asking what we are going to pass here as the associated type. Type of this parameter, what is going to be this one? This is an internal table which is going to be returned. What will be the type here? Definitely it will be the table type now, which will consist of all the columns that we are looking for from both the tables, right?
But we are having two tables now, sir. So how we can able to declare two tables in one, and like
We
in
can do
ABAP
that.
program we will create an a structures for it. So here how we can able to declare?
Here you need a table type. Inside the table type, you can pass the structure, same stuff. You can create it from SE11, right?
Okay.
In the same way you
Okay.
do for function module. We can
Yeah.
just create a table type here for, let's say, material creation. Okay, it's already there. Let's pass something else, 01. Create. We can go for table type here. Table type for material. And here we can pass the structure name. So I will save it. Package, my request. And here I can simply pass a structure name. Structure material master. Yeah. I will create this structure. Double click. Yes. I will save it. And I will make it a structure this time. Here we can go for the columns of both the tables, right? Structure for material, MARA and MAKT. Material master table and material description table. And we can simply go through these tables. We can have these columns, Matnar, data element. We can go for other columns like this one. Any columns that you need, you can simply use it in the same way, right? I will bring and I will paste it. Yeah, medical. I'll be taking unit of measure, MEINS also, and data element. Suppose I am taking these 5 columns out of Mara table, then I will go for MAKT. So I will select here MAKT, display, and I can take the columns out of them, whatever we want. I'm taking this two here, I'm pasting it, and this one I'm taking here, and I'm pasting it. So total, how many columns are there? 7. I will do the activation. There is no problem. We will go back and we will activate this table type also. See, our table type is ready. This table type consists of both the columns of header and item, which was our requirement, MARA and MKT table, material master table and material description table. Now we can simply use it as a type here. You can simply use it as a type. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes, tell me.
If you declare structure directly, then what happens, sir? Will it not accept the
Here,
structure directly? Yes, sir.
here, you can
Yeah,
use it, but it is an internal table now. If we are
yeah.
looking for a structure, so you can just use like this way. IS, let's say material. Suppose I also want to declare sporting, then it will be better. But here
Okay.
in our
So for
first
work
case,
area,
uh,
we can able to declare structure. For table type, so for internal table, we have to declare table type, right, sir?
definitely.
Okay, sir.
So, the type name I'm missing. What is the name of it? This one. Wait a second. Here's, yeah. See, you asked me, this is an internal table. Internal table is a complex data object. Work area is also a complex data object. Internal table is similar to tables, correct? And that
Yes, sir.
can store any number of record at the runtime. So when we are talking about internal table, its type will always be a table type. And whenever you use structures, there you use type table of keyword, correct? If you want to declare
Yes, sir.
internal table. But when we are talking
Yes.
about only type, there is no option of type table of keyword. See, either like, type or type ref2. There is no option of type table of. So we can't go for structure here. Instead, we will have to create a table type for the same structure. Then we can use it. Getting my point?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Got
If
it.
if your method is returning a work area, there you can pass structure, no problem. If it is returning or expecting only a single value, then only data element is needed. Now, if we want to add a exception also, if there is any sort of exception, we can also add it. Suppose I am passing wrong material number. Yeah, this one. I will give a short description. Wrong material number. Correct. I will save it. So once it is ready, we can go to source code directly here. And there you can now write the logic. This is where you can simply write the logic. So tell me how we are going to return the data here. We need to return the value from two different table. How we will write the logic? This is just a basic ABAP programming. I'm just using methods here. Tell me what will be the logic
First,
for
we
this
need
situation?
first
Yes.
first we
Huh?
need to pass the material into Mara table, and we need to fetch the fields.
Hmm.
Then by using for all entries or inner joins, we can able to pass those material number to the MAKT, and we need to we can able
Yes.
to fetch the fields from
If
MAKT
you will
table.
go for all entries, how many logic you will write?
We need to write two select queries for it.
And then you will loop and store it in an internal table, which will be the final one, correct?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So can I say it will be a 50 to 100 lines of code?
Maybe.
Why do we need to waste so much time? Joins are more than sufficient. Your HANA
Yeah.
DB, another feature, a very basic feature I'm saying. HANA supports more than 20 joins in a single select query.
Sir, here I have small doubt, sir. While I observed that while using inner joins, I observed that some data is data is not fetching properly when compared to for all entries.
Which
So why
one?
it is happening? While using inner joins, I observed that the data is jumping from one line to another line. So the data is not fetching properly. But when I
You
use for all entries, the data is fetching accurately what the exact value it is in table. The same value is fetching in
it
the
is
internal table as
jumping
well. Yeah, jumping from
from
one
one
line to
line to
another.
another. Are you
Yeah, up
telling
and
me
down
like it
the
is
line.
not in sorted order?
Yeah, not in that way.
What's the
Uh,
issue? Then you can simply sort it. Oh,
no,
let's
no,
check
not
it. No, no,
not
no.
to sort
See,
by.
okay, let's use these tables and let's find it out. Okay,
Okay,
one input I am just going to pass. Uh, okay, this table. This is the input FZ126 and up to this. Okay, let's do the debugging and let's see what is your concern. I will check. Okay, select our Mara, the column one, Matner. Somebody is waiting in the lobby. Please allow her. Sorry, Mahesh is there. Mara Matner, Mara MTART, Mara MBRSH. We can have here Mara Medical. We can have material group and Mara unit of measure. We can then MAKT SPRAS is there and MAKTX is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me check the type. Mara Matner MTART MBRSH Medical means SPRAS and MAKTX. From Mara, we can go for joins here. So I will go for inner join MAKT and into table LT table where from Mara inner join MAKT. Oh, sorry. I have not given the join condition. On Mara Matner is equal to MAKT Matner. And then we can go for a where condition where Mara Matner is equal to I Matner. Correct? Right? I will check the syntax. It is saying LT table is unknown. Oh, IT table. IT table. It looks good. I'll put here breakpoint and let's check it. So another beauty of global classes here, another beautiful feature of global classes. There is global class. Yeah, this one. We can directly execute the global classes from AC24 transaction code. This is another beautiful feature. You can directly execute it from AC24 transaction code. So here now if I'll go for execute button, you see, okay, I made this something, there is some problem. Let's go back and check the methods. Oh, I made it private and it's an instance method. So I'll turn it into static and this visibility, I'll make it public. Otherwise I can't test it. Activate. Okay, let's check now. Here is our method. I will execute. I will pass my material number. This is my material number FG126. So FG126. I will execute it. Let's check it. Size of RC looks 0 here. So we will be getting some record. And it is returning the two records for FG126 and FG126. Yeah, it is returning the records based on this part. we have our exporting parameter, which is working perfectly fine, right? So once we have this thing, now we can simply call this class in our ABAP program, and we will be able to use this method, right? If I am calling this in my ABAP program here, if I am calling this in my ABAP program, call, or better I can directly use here class name, method, yeah. You are just required to use control plus space and then shift enter to get all the parameters of it. You see there is your one exception also coming. So we have not used this exception. Better let's write one code. I'll go to source code and I will write the exception logic also. So here what we can do, I can simply give if IT table is initial. So if it is empty, we can raise it. So we can raise the exception here. I will go for raise exception, and the name of the exception here, wrong material number. Wrong material number. Field wrong material number is unknown. Right. Yeah, raise is sufficient. We can simply raise the exception. So this size sub RC value for this exception here, the system is receiving as 1. If size sub RC 1, this exception will be triggered. Now you can pass this input. So you can create here a parameter, pmattner, and we can pass the data element. So type material number. We can simply pass the same thing, pmattner. All these tabs I will enable. This is receiving the output. So I need to create one table type for the same. This is my structure. I will use it to create an internal table and work area here. Data keyword, LT material, type table of this global structure. This is my internal table. I can use it to receive the output here. Yeah. And if size of RC is equal to 1, this exception is triggering. So I will give one message. Message material number is not correct. And type information. And if size of RC is equal to 0, so we can give here a else if size of RC equal to 0. It simply means this method has executed successfully. So we can simply display this output. So what I will do, I will create here one work area, ls material, like line of LT material, correct? And then we can simply display it. Or you can also go for a shortcut. You can directly use CL demo output. There is one standard class called CL demo output, and it has a display method. You can pass any internal table and you can simply display it. This also you can try. Demo testing output of internal table. Demos testing output of internal table. Activate it. So if I pass here my material number, I will get my correct result. And if I will pass a wrong material number, suppose I'm writing my name, which is not there in the system. Okay, but Amrit Raj is not there. Let's check. I'm getting the information. Yeah, see this. This is a static method, correct? Static symbol. Any questions or confusion in this syntaxes or anything? Hmm? Is it okay? Yeah, is it okay? I will be
So for
sharing
now,
the
there
code.
is no doubt, sir.
Yeah. We'll check your logic also when we are passing multiple input, how the uh, your join is going to work, right? So suppose if the requirement is changing, now it is based on select option. Instead of this, now it is based on select option. For material number, using select option. Now how we are going to interact with this? Tell me. What we will do in this situation? We will create one method, right? So same class we are doing any number of method we can create. So a class can have any number of method. Meanwhile, a function module is a single one, can't have multiple things inside that. But here we can have any number of methods. So material display. Let's make it instance public. And here I'm giving display material master. Right? Activate it. So this is our method. Now what will be the parameters? I'm just asking the questions with you. What will the parameter in this situation? Tell me. If I'm giving the name here P material, what will the type in this situation? In case, yeah, in case of select option, what will be the type here? Hmm?
Data type of material.
What type? I don't get that. Can you please come again?
Data type of material or any internal tables.
Both of them can be same, no? You are saying data type of a material, but what? I'm just asking, I want to send a select option from ABAP program to this. What do I need to pass? Do we know that select option work as both internal table and work area? Correct? If a S matter you are defining as a select option, this will work as a work area. And if you are using it like this way,
We have
it
to
is
create one structure with like a sign include and
we will
lower
yes
and
we will
range.
create that. But I'm talking about after creation. If we declaring a select option, if you are using just the name, it works as a work area, and if you are using with bracket, it becomes a internal table, right?
Otherwise we have to create a table type.
That's what I'm saying. So if you will be sending this part from the ABAP program, you need to create here a structure which consists of the component of the select option, which is sign option low and high. And if you want to send this part you will be needed here a table type. So one way is you can create a structure with this 4 components: sign option and low, sign option low and high, sign which is of character 1, option is of character 2, and low and high values are based on the column, based on the value which you want to send. So same thing we are going to do. Either we can go and create a structure and we'll create a table type and use it. Otherwise, if you are referring to a standard field, so another way is by default system has also given us. We can just go to data type. We can use the data element here. Matter is our data element, and you can simply search here for the table types. You can simply click on this search bar and you can search for these table types. There, if you will go, you will see system has given here range, table type, or material number. And if you check, there is your structure. This structure consists of all these columns that we need: character 1, character 2, and the values. So this table type we can also use. This is a standard table type that which system is giving you. So this one you can also use, or you can create your custom also. Now it's totally based on your choice. Oh, type we will make it importing. So this becomes your importing parameter. There I will have my exporting LT table, exporting. And I can use the same table type that we are using here. Where is our table type? This one, it just created. Can use it for exporting. We can have a exception here also. So I can just give here wrong material number, wrong material number. And same logic we can paste for this also with a little difference in it. So I'll just bring it and I'm going to use it inside the source code. Yes. I will simply paste the logic here. And instead of this will become in, right? In P material. Yeah, P material. Right? And then there is your error. It is saying the field IT table is unknown. Okay, we have given LT table this time. So LT table. And if LT table is unknown, we will raise the exception. Activation. Now let's debug it. I will put here a debugger and I'm going to check. Okay, this method. This is also a instance method now. Yeah, method. This one also I'll make it static. Static. Activate it. Execute. Material display. I will pass my input. So sign as input between and low and high value. Let's pass so that we can check whether we are getting all the desired result or not. Low is my FG126. I'm pasting it here. Six. FG126 and up to suppose FG233. 233. This is the range I am passing. I will click on execute button. There is my join. Size of RC is 0. I will check the LT table. Then now you can check whether we are getting the correct result or not. We are getting 126, 129, 130. This one FG202, 228. Where is data getting flowed? Somebody has asked that data gets flowed. Can you now please ask the same stuff?
Yeah, so here it is getting appropriate values, but in my last requirement, I face problem in it.
No. First, you need to understand the concept of joins. Join
Okay,
is
I
a
used
complete
inner
different.
joins in it.
Yeah. So, what is the inner join? Let me just tell you something. Inner join. Okay. What can I say? Yeah. Please
Same value.
understand here.
It will fetch the same like.
No, it just returns the
Yeah, yeah,
common columns
common common columns.
from multiple tables. So if you are going for three tables, now only common from all these three. If you are going for four, only common from all the four. You can't expect it to return like the from first and second it will be returning common, and from third only one value. No, it will go for all the common from both these three. So the number of tables, the number of joins you are increasing in the table, the complexity will increase here. Getting my point? So
Yes, sir.
many,
So
if
up
that's
to how
uh,
many tables we can able to use in joins, sir?
I
Like
just said now, I've just written like up to 20 joins you can go for it. More than 20 joins is supported on HANA. It will not cause any performance issue. But when you are going for more and more join, there is one suggestion. Let's say join one from Mara and MKT. Okay.
okay,
So join one here is on Mara and MKT. Understand? Please check it. Now I'm giving a join 2 here. This join is suppose MKT and VBAP table based on Matner. Based on Matner. So now how the system is going to work? It will return the common value of Mara, MKT and VBAP. Only common fields. If there is no common fields between the range you have passed, it will not return any value. If you will give another join condition, now the all the only common values for all the four tables. So that is why it is more suggested when you are giving join one, check the data in the debugging one. In the debugging. If you are getting, then go for the join two, then again check it, then go for join three. It will become easier for you to understand if you are missing something. Yeah.
okay, sir.
Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. So this is something we can do here. We can simply turn it into an instance method, and now we can simply create an object of it. This is my class. I'll go and do the same. Where is my program? Okay. All right, let's create one program, the ABAP oops ABAP package and request. I will create the object. So data keyword, local object, new, and my class name. Yeah. And what I will do, I'll simply call the method. So local object, single arrow, control plus space, C display material master, and then material display, second one. I need the second method. So this material display, I will call it control plus space and shift enter. It will enable all the parameters. Now it is asking for range table. So I will create a select option, correct? I can go for here a start of selection. I will create here a select option, LV Matner. Sorry, type Matner. And then we can simply declare our select option for range input. So S Matner for LV Matner. Now tell me, what is the value I am going to pass here? Anyone? With bracket or without bracket?
With brackets.
Yes, with bracket. If you will not use the brackets, let's see what is going to happen. But before, I will go for my output, LT output. Where is my type? This is the type structure. Let's bring it. We have the table type also, so we can use this also. And I will declare my internal table, LT output, type, table type. And now see this syntax check. S maintainer is not a compatible with formal parameter P material, because it is expecting there a table type, you are sending here a work area. So it is causing the problem. We will use this. Now the problem is resolved. This has become a table type of the same stuff. And if psi sub RC is equal to 1, or if it is equal to 0, we can simply display. So CL demo output, my display method, and I can pass my parameter LT underscore output, which will simply return our values. So we can activate, execute, and now we can simply check this. Oh, there is one debugger. Okay. Execute. See. From FG1 to 6 to the last one. Right? Correct? Yeah. So you can do this. This much can you do now? This much can you do now?
Yes, sir.
Right? Guys, this is for your practice only. If you will practice, eventually you are going to learn lots of things. My assignment 1. Create a global class. From SE24, there must be one instance method, instance public method. This method will display sales order data. From VBAK, VBAP, also material, MAKT. Take input in form of select option. Select option for this method. Call this method in a ABAP program and display a general ALV report using function modules. I believe you guys know this since you are a ABAPer already. You know this or not? If you don't know this, just let me know, I'll remove it.
Yes, sir, we know it.
Yeah, great. So let's see, let's do this part and we will see